Welcome. I'm Marie, Team Lead for the Compton Care Living Well service. Thank you for joining us for Light Up a Life this Christmas as we remember and celebrate the life of our loved ones. All year round, we think of our family and friends who are no longer with us. And as this year ends and Christmas draws near, we reflect and honour our loved ones who we dearly miss. No matter where you are in the country or even the world, please know we all come together as one Compton Care community to pay tribute and remember our loved ones. Your donations ensure that my colleagues and I can continue to care for patients with incurable illnesses and their families too. Thank you. Thank you to Cargill, our event sponsors this year for Light Up a Life. Now, with our loved ones in mind, a special performance by the Wolverhampton Grammar School of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Now we are honoured to be able to share Sandra's story. In Christmas 2019, Sandra's husband Keith sadly died. The family had always known about Compton Care. 3 of their family members had been cared for here. Never did they think that Keith, who was active, always up to some sort of DIY project or another, a DJ, and often described as the life and soul of the party, would one day need that same support. Keith was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2017, and his condition was incurable. Compton provided medical, practical, and emotional support for Keith, Sandra, and their family. In Keith's home, our nurses would adjust his medication, prescribe morphine as required, and support with form filling to complete his blue badge application. Sandra said, "The care was second to none, and I was free to become Keith's wife again." Since Keith's passing, Sandra has received support from Compton's bereavement team, making new friendships along the way. A light on Compton's Christmas tree shines brightly for Keith this year, and for your loved ones too. Now a poem by Emma Purshouse, the Poet Laureate for the City of Wolverhampton. Make this Christmas matter.
In the orangery at Compton Care, Last Christmas plays on the tinselled radio, and the cheery DJ asks, and if it were, what would you do? Where would you go? Elaine thinks she'd head to Wales alone, commune with nature and the sea. For Natalie, a last Christmas trip would be Disney World with family. Scott shouts up that he'd be aiming for an intimate celebration with the very best selected friends and his finest close relations. Haroon says he'd like to be around to enjoy sons and grandkids' laughter. Their visits bring him happiness, which at this stage is all he's after. For Leonie, there'd be walks, then films, and full-on chocolate scoffing. Grace wants endless party games with cocktails in the offing, guests in Christmas PJs, pizza, drag queens to strut their stuff. While Claire, whose shift just ended, thinks time with family would be enough. Thinks too that festive hype is nonsense, that baubles, presents, bling are insignificant and trivial, all unimportant things. And Geraldine, upstairs in bed, hasn't really got an answer. She's comfortable and cared for, but she's lost this fight with cancer. As Georgie's song fades out to more chirpy DJ chatter, a nurse takes Geraldine by the hand and makes her Christmas matter. Whatever you decide to do, make this Christmas matter. Donate to Compton Care.
I'd like to tell you a little bit about the Living Well service at Compton Care. The Living Well service is one of many services that Compton Care provide. We're based next to the inpatient unit at Compton Care. We have an accessible, open, light, contemporary building which opens out into the garden. We welcome patients, carers and loved ones into the Compton Care Living Well service for support. Our team includes medical, nursing, physiotherapy, occupational therapy and a diversional therapist. We provide a bespoke package of care for our patients, dependent on their personal goals and their individual needs. We provide clinical assessment, diversional activities, peer support and education for our patients and their carers. Most importantly, we provide an open environment where patients can discuss their fears and concerns for the future, balanced by fun, laughter and hope. Your donations this year, in memory of your loved ones, will keep services at Compton, such as the Living Well service, operating for the future. And finally, a beautiful performance by Jam Duo as we remember our loved ones. Thank you for making this Christmas matter for people with incurable conditions. We wish you a peaceful Christmas.